Hi everyone, Jennifer Blevin-Smith with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Today we're going to talk about how to establish a fee schedule. I get this question all the time about how do I know how much to set my fee schedule at? And a lot of people, as common practice, uses the CMS physician fee schedule as their baseline, as their foundation, and then they decide what percentage they want to increase on top of those reimbursements as their charges, right? Because you want to make sure that you are accounting for those contractual adjustments. Once you become contracted with insurances, you are obligated to take, or they take it for you, a certain amount off of the top of that charge before they start processing the actual allowable amount. So you want to charge higher than your allowables because you want to anticipate that adjustment. It's really bizarre, but it is what it is. So you have a few things that you need to do. One, you need to look at your contract and see from each payer where their reimbursement is and which CMS fee schedule they're basing it off of. So if it's RVUs or if it's a flat percentage reimbursement above and beyond the CMS fee schedule, which year of CMS fee schedule are they using? Because every year it changes, right? So are they using 2023, 2022? And then you need to look those up accordingly on the internet so you can kind of see the allowables for your most billed codes. You can look it up, 99213, 99214, 99203, 99204, and you can see in your area geographically, CMS 2022 physician fee schedule, I get paid this much from Medicare, and Blue Cross says they're going to pay me 200% of that. Okay, so they are going to pay me double of that. So I want to bill even higher than that. Okay, you kind of get an idea. And then if you're basing your fee schedule off the 2024 physician fee schedule, which usually you do the current year in which you're doing it, you need to see the difference between the 2022 fee schedule and the 2024, because most likely, unfortunately, we've seen a trend where every year the reimbursements are getting less. So if they're basing it off of a past year, chances are it's probably a little bit higher. And so if your baseline is going to be off a little bit lower, you need to anticipate that as well. A lot of people do have allowables by payer set up so that they kind of get an idea, but you do need to have a fee schedule for everybody being the same. So you would want to find your highest reimbursed payer, probably Blue Cross most likely, unless there's a small plan in your area that pays even higher, and base your fee schedule off of their allowables. So again, if they pay 200% of Medicare, and you go, oh, I should probably do like 250, 275% as my baseline charges. And then your adjustments are going to be a little bit higher on the insurances in which you have a lower reimbursement. Maybe they only do 175 or 150 of Medicare. So your adjustment's going to be a little bit higher on those plans than your Anthem or Blue Cross. And this is really confusing and you're probably going, oh my God, you're losing me. But that really wasn't the point of this video. The point is that most people use the Medicare fee schedule to help them set up their charges for their internal fee schedule to send to insurances. And I think that's the easiest way to do it, honestly. You could come up with your own charges for everything, but you could be undercharging, you could be overcharging, and there's so many codes you could be billing depending on your specialty. Some specialties only bill really like 5 to 10 codes, and then you have other specialties that are like all over the board, 25, 30 codes. And it's just one of those things, if you use the CMS fee schedule, you can do it kind of uniformly. Now, the one downside of using the CMS fee schedule is not all CPT codes have a price on the CMS fee schedule. And if you think about it, CMS is for Medicare. Most people on Medicare insurance are 65 and over. You do have the people who have disability that get on it younger, but majority of people are 65 and older. So they're not going to have CPT codes that are age related less than 65 years old. You're not going to have the infant screening codes, the toddler, the children, the 18-year-olds, the 40-year-olds, people's whose CPT codes would be dominantly based on their age are not going to be on there. Wellness codes, right? Because those are based off of age. There's going to be some missing vaccine codes because not all vaccines are approved by Medicare. So there's going to be a lot of vaccine codes that you aren't going to be able to have that automatic fee associated with. And if it's a CPT code that Medicare doesn't cover, whether it's age specific or not, there won't be a fee for you. So in those circumstances, you do have to come up with whatever charge you want to make for your insurances. There is no baseline to upcharge on or to base the charge on an increased amount. So in those situations, you really need to be good at knowing your cost of supplies, your cost of staff time, things like that. And you can start with maybe just looking at an invoice of how much that vaccine costs you out of pocket, plus the supplies that would be required. A syringe if it's not already a pre-filled, a cotton ball or an alcohol swab, the alcohol itself, the staff that's going to be giving it. And so try to get an idea of how much you pay, and you at least want to make even, if not make a few bucks, right? So as long as you come up with what your total cost is for that specific service, then it will help you. You can also look at other vaccines or other services that do have fees associated with them in the physician fee schedule and see if it's comparable, and it gives you an idea of kind of where to start. Maybe you have colleagues who have other practices that can help you and tell you what they charge out, right? I mean, there's different resources out there to help you, but you do have to know your costs in order to come up with these prices. And it's good to know your costs for things for multiple reasons in your practice, but this is a big one. When you're setting up your practice, you need to know these so that all the codes that are not present and available from the Medicare fee schedule, you can be prepared and have those codes to enter into your master fee schedule. I hope I didn't lose you. I know this is a lot of technical information, it's a lot of moving parts, but just understand that if you're using the Medicare fee schedule as your foundation fee schedule to help you set up your master fee schedule for billing insurances and also for your self-pay, right? Your self-pay patients, because you'll have to have that too. You need to know the costs of everything because there are codes that do not have prices, or you can't find the codes at all on the Medicare fee schedule because they're not applicable to Medicare aged people, or the Medicare plans don't cover certain services, so they would not have fees to help you. If you have any questions or comments about this, please leave that in the comments below. Smash the thumbs up button if today's video was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please share this with your colleagues. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.